One of the greatest crises we face is the attack on truth itself. The rise of modernism, condemned by Pope St. Pius X, is the synthesis of all heresies, has led to the questioning of doctrines that have been handed down since the time of the apostles. Many Catholics, including clergy, are misled into believing that doctrine can evolve according to the spirit of the age. Moral relativism has infiltrated both society and the church, leading many to deny absolute truth and replace it with personal preference. The sanctity of life, marriage, and the natural order are under relentless assault, and many shepherds remain silent or worse, openly endorse error. This is a time of great testing, but also a time of great grace, if we seek it. Another crisis we face is the loss of supernatural faith. Many today live as though this world is all there is, forgetting that our true home is in heaven. Devotion has been replaced with distraction, and many no longer seek God in the silence of prayer. But in response, heaven has continued to send signs and warnings. The Marian apparitions of Fatima, Akita, and others have not only foretold chastisements, but have also provided remedies, prayer, penance, and devotion to the Immaculate Heart. At Fatima, Our Lady warned that if mankind did not turn back to God, Russia would spread its errors throughout the world. We have seen this prophecy fulfilled, not just in communism, but in the widespread rejection of truth and the rise of materialism and atheism. And yet Our Lady promised that in the end, my Immaculate Heart will triumph. One of the greatest intersections of our time is the present preservation of tradition. Despite relentless efforts to suppress the traditional Latin Mass and the rich traditions of the Church, they continue to endure, and in many places they are growing. This is no coincidence. God is allowing this as a means of sanctification for those who seek to remain faithful. When we attend the holy sacrifice of the Mass, especially in its traditional form, we are participating in the same divine worship that has united heaven and earth for centuries. We receive the graces needed to combat the errors of our time. In addition to the sacraments and Marian apparitions, we should also recognize divine intersections in the lives of holy individuals who are raised up in times of crisis. Just as God sent St. Athanasius to defend the faith against Arianism and St. Catherine of Siena to call for reform in the Church, He is raising up faithful clergy, religious, and laity today who courageously uphold Catholic tradition and fight against the errors of modernism. Their witness is a reminder that God always provides the graces necessary for those who are willing to stand firm. God's interventions are not only external signs, but also internal calls to conversion. If we truly wish to see His grace at work, we must be willing to respond. This means committing ourselves to prayer, seeking strength through the sacraments, and forming our minds with the unchanging teachings of the Church, rather than the opinions of the world. It means being willing to suffer for the truth, defend it even when it is unpopular, and to remain faithful in the face of opposition. The crisis in the Church is not merely something to observe. It is something in which we must take an active role. We must decide whether we will conform to the errors of the age or remain steadfast in the truth. We are not alone in this battle. God continues to send His grace, His miracles, and His warnings to those who will listen. If we seek Him, we will find Him. If we ask for His help, He will provide it. As our Lord Himself promised, "Behold, I am with you all days, even to the consummation of the world." Matthew chapter 28, verse 20. Heaven is still touching earth, And in these times of trial, we must cling to these divine intersections, knowing that God will always provide the means for our salvation.
The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and I hope you enjoyed this video from LifeSite News. Check the links in the description for more content like this. You can also connect with LifeSite News on social media and stay up to date with the latest news on life, faith, family, and freedom. Thanks for watching, and may the Lord bless you.